Going around our community, going around our community with Henny and Greg, meeting helpers in our community, meeting helpers in our community with Henny and Greg.
Welcome to Community Helper Storytime.
Oh, hey, Greg. How are you today?
Hey, good morning, Miss Henny. How about you?
I'm good, too. So what do we have on the docket today? Who do we have visiting us?
Well, today, I'm going to first show you where our special guest works. We have Fire Inspector Quick from the Kentwood Fire Department.
This is going to be exciting.
Yes.
Lots of questions.
And there's the fire station 2 at Kentwood. Would you like to meet Fire Inspector Quick?
I would love to.
Okay, let's bring him into the studio.
Hi, everybody.
Inspector Quick?
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Doing great. Thanks for being here today.
You betcha.
So Fire Inspector Quick has lived in Grand Rapids his entire life. He's been a firefighter for the city of Kentwood for 18 years. Prior to being the fire inspector, he was an engine operator and also a firefighter for 5 years before that. So we're excited to have him here.
Wow. Yeah. So what does fire inspector mean? What do you do for your job?
Well, as the fire inspector, I go out to the area businesses and I make sure they're safe for the public to go into, make sure there's any fire hazards that they have in there. We do a lot of talking to the public and talking about fire safety and stuff like that. And then also, if there is a fire, we go in and we inspect the fire to kind of figure out how it started. So we do the investigation portion of it too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I think you've been to our library before to make sure our library is up to code.
Yeah, we've been there before.
Yeah. So before that, you were a fire engine operator and a firefighter. Can you tell us about those jobs too?
Well, first I'll tell you about a firefighter. They ride in the back of the fire engine, and those are the guys that take the hose and they're on the end of the hose and they put the fire out. And then the engine operator, he's the one that actually drives the fire engine. And then he will run the pump for the fire engine. So if there's a fire and the firefighters are on the hose, the engine operator makes sure that the hose has water in it to put the fire out. That was definitely my favorite job. Driving a fire engine is super cool.
That would be fun. That would be fun. So I always notice how when you guys are going down the street, either in a hurry or not, your fire engines are so clean. Do you guys take those through the car wash, or how do you keep them so clean? Is that part of your job?
That is part of our job. The car washes are a little bit too small for them, so we have to wash them right here in the station. A lot of times the whole crew will wash it, and then, it's a big truck and it takes a while, but if you got 3 or 4 guys washing it, it goes pretty fast, but we definitely like to keep them clean, that's for sure.
Nice. So what kind of, I know we probably have lots of viewers today who are maybe thinking about being a firefighter when they grow up. What kind of education or training do you need?
Well, you have to do really good in school, in elementary school and middle school and high school. You got to do really good in all that. You got to keep up with your classes and do your homework and stuff like that. And then after that's all done, you do specialized training to become a firefighter. And that can take a long time. You have special classes to learn how to do all this stuff. It's not just taking a hose off of the fire truck and spraying the water. There's a lot that goes along with it. Because not only as firefighters do we put fires out, but we also are trained as EMTs. So we go to medical calls, everything from a car accident to somebody who fell down and hurt themselves. So we do that stuff too. That's why you see us out a lot of times with ambulance crews, and it's a lot of training to do all that stuff. It might take a year or so to get all your training you need to do to be a firefighter.
Oh, interesting. And that reminds me, you are what we call our first responders, right?
Correct. Yep.
So that means you don't just go out to put out fires. You go out to help people who are in need in various ways. Maybe they're sick. I know at the library this past year, we had somebody who fell down, an elderly person who couldn't get up, and we called 911, and you guys came as first responders. So
Correct.
what percentage of your calls do you think are fire versus other medical needs?
There's probably 80 to 85% of our calls are medical related. And that's why we're EMTs, which are emergency medical technicians. So we're medically trained to take care of any kind of thing that might happen to somebody, whether it's a heart attack or, like I said earlier, a car crash, or if somebody fell down, we know how to get there and help them out. If they broke their leg or something, we can fix that before the ambulance gets there to take them to the hospital, because we're a lot closer than what ambulances are, because they're on the road every day. They don't have stations like we do. We have a amount of fire stations, and that's why we get there so fast.
Yeah, and we're very glad you're so close to the library.
Yeah, right around the corner.
We like that. Hey, Greg, you had some pictures to share, right?
Yeah, Inspector Quick, I have some pictures here that you sent. Thank you. So I'm going to put those on the screen, and maybe you can just tell us a few words about them, okay?
Okay. So these are a couple of our engines that we have in Kentwood. It's engine 52 and engine 53. Engine 52 is from station 2, and engine 53 is from station 3.
There's another one there. Ooh, what's going on there?
So this was a apartment fire that we had. It was 2 winters ago. So this picture actually is taken from up in the bucket of the ladder truck looking down. And if you look in there, you can see some firefighters in there. That's where the roof used to be. I'm one of the guys standing in there working on trying to find any hidden fire. The fire is mostly out, but we're kind of tearing apart stuff and getting down to where there's little pockets of fire here and there.
Boy, you have to be very careful there, I imagine.
Yep, I actually fell down that day, slipped on some ice.
Oh, no. Well, I imagine if you're a firefighter, you can't be afraid of heights.
Nope, you can't, because we have to go up on top of roofs like that picture. That was actually from earlier this year. We had a fire up on the roof of a big factory. So we went up there and had to put the fire out.
And that is,
In the ladder truck there.
I think we have one more ladder truck right there.
Yep, everybody loves the ladder truck. You know, it's big and huge, and it's got that big tall ladder on it. And that was another fire that was up in the roof area of a building that we had to go up there and put out.
Wow. Well, thank you for being in our community.
You betcha.
Absolutely. That's been so interesting. So I had one young viewer ask me to ask this question, and that is, do any of your fire stations have a fire dog in Kentwood?
We don't in Kentwood. There is one in Grand Rapids. They have a dog down there, but we don't have any in Kentwood.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. So I think you are going to share a book with us. Can you introduce that, Fred?
Yeah. Inspector Quick will be reading The Little Fire Truck, and he will be reading that with, there it is right there, and he will be reading that with permission from the publisher Henry Holt, which is a division of Macmillan. So thank you for them for allowing us to share that today.
Yeah, and before we get started, let's do our starting rhyme, guys. Let's get our hands out. Here we go. Open them, shut them. Open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them, open them, shut them, put them in your lap. Here we go. Creep them, creep them, creep them, right up to your chin. Open your mouth, but don't let them in. All right, we're going to hand it over to you.
Great job. Okay, we will see you after the story.
All right, the little fire truck. In the front cover here, there's a lot of little pictures of all the firemen doing their thing. I'm a little fire truck. My driver's name is Jill. We sleep all over town. My siren's loud and shrill. I'm a little fire truck. There's lots of work to do. We put out smoky fires and rescue animals too. I'm a little fire truck. I'm engine 45. My big lights flash. It's time to dash or fire's on Lake Dry. I'm a little fire truck. The crew slides down the pole. Firefighters hurry. Each has a special role. I'm a little fire truck. They jump into their boots. They grab their masks and helmets, headlamps, tanks, and suits. I'm a little fire truck. My air horn starts to blast. Blam, 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 blam. We leave the fire station fast. I'm a little fire truck. Jill's pumping water out. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. It's flowing through my spout. I'm a little fire truck. Tall ladders reach so high. Firefighters climbing and smoke fills up the sky. I'm a little fire truck. The crew breaks down the doors, holding pikes and axes. They crawl along the floors. I'm a little fire truck. The chief and captain shout, "No one's home, no one's hurt, but the fire's finally out." I'm a little fire truck. Jill drives our firefighters back. They check and clean their gear and hang hoses on the rack. I'm a little fire truck. We work hard day and night, speeding to the rescue. I love my job. Hooray! And that's the end of our book.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Very nicely done. I have one question that I thought of. Do you sometimes use that ladder truck to get an animal out of a tree?
I never have. That gets asked a lot, believe it or not. Sometimes it does happen, though.
Does it really happen? All right. Well,
That's funny. Well, we like to sing a song as part of our community helper story time. And I was trying to think of a fun song to do with a fire truck. And I thought maybe we do the wheels on the bus, but we'll do the wheels on the fire truck. You guys ready to do that with me?
Sure.
Just do a few verses. We'll start with wheels.
okay, take
Right.
it away.
The wheels on the fire truck go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the fire truck go round and round, all through the town. Should we do the hose on the fire truck? You do that one, Greg.
Okay. The hose on the truck goes. The hose on the truck goes all through the town.
All right, you guys help me with the siren here.
Okay.
The siren on the fire truck goes woo, woo, woo. The siren on the fire truck goes woo, woo, all through the town. Let's do the wheels. We'll make them go super fast. We're going to a fire. We gotta get there fast. The wheels on the fire truck go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the fire truck go round and round, all through the town. All right. Well, we sure appreciate you taking the time, Inspector Quick, to be with us today.
Yes, we do.
Is there a special message you want to leave with our young viewers?
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about our smoke detectors in our houses. We got to make sure that those are working all the time. So tell your parents to test their smoke alarms and make sure they're working, because if you have a fire in your house, that's your best chance of knowing that there's a fire and being able to get out of there. And of course, never play with fire.
All right.
Great
Words of
advice.
wisdom. Thank you very much.
You're
And
very welcome.
Thanks again for being with us.
Yes, so much.
You
All
bet.
right. We hope to
And
see you soon around the library.
You
Bye,
betcha.
Inspector Quick.
Have a great day. Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
That was fun.
That was awesome. I love the
You
story.
did a great job. Yes, yes.
It's been phenomenal meeting all these new people around the community. So next week, we are going to be talking with a paramedic. Is that right?
A paramedic. Yes, that means, is that like an ambulance driver?
Mhm. Yeah, I believe this person is from Life EMS.
Okay.
You guys might see Life EMS ambulances around the community, and we're excited to meet with her next week, next Friday. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see everybody then. And just a a reminder that this show will be rebroadcast tomorrow, Saturday at 10 o'clock as well. So
Right. Fridays and Saturdays at 10.
yeah. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Miss Henny, good to see
Hey, it
you.
was fun, Greg. Good to see you. Everybody have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Going around our community. Going around our community with Henny and Greg. Meeting helpers in our community. Meeting helpers in our community with Henny and Greg.